If you think the back of my shop is a mess, we pulled into a real mess. Actually, let me just tell you, you've seen everything behind the curtain in Beech Grove. You've seen everything that we've got, how ugly it is when we're reconditioning a bike. But I want you to see something even uglier, what it looks like when you buy one. So today, I brought a pocket full of cash. I've got a friend down in Louisville, Kentucky that called me. His name's Jamie. I bought some crate bicycles from him a few years ago, and he was watching a Mini Bike Minute series. He said, I got to call Scott. So he's got a neighbor, and that's where we're at today. The old man's name is Jack, and he's a real gentleman. And he's got some problems, some financial problems. So they've cleaned out his house, his barn, and even his crawl space. And what they've drug out of all three are mini bikes. So they called me, and I'm gonna try to buy the whole lot. So he's got a bunch of them. You're gonna get to see him. Welcome to Mini Bike Minute. Way. Yeah.
Oh, you're right here. Oh, Jamie Dan, how you doing?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Hey,
glad to meet you.
Mr. Kramer, how are you?
Just fine. Getting to come here and see some raw chassis, some carcasses as I call them, it is really, to me, that's the fun stuff.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. It's way better than pulling up and buying something that you've seen a million of.
Yeah,
you don't get to see these.
You see the old Corvettes and things in barns and stuff's got dust that thick on them, you know?
Yeah. That's fun. That's a real barn find.
I got a few that's got some dust on them, CT70s when you open the door there. Have you looked inside yet?
I'm going to.
Going to.
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's flip that little.
Yep.
You're in the trucking business. You know how to do that.
Oh yeah. All right. Somebody's really done a good job organizing in here, actually. All right. Looks like we got a.
That golden CT70.
Yeah, this is a 19.
And there's a green CT70 in there as well.
Yep. That's a 1978 there.
Yeah.
1972 here. 1971, I think, here. Looks like you got a little hardtail here. This looks like a 68, but this here is a neat old bike. It's funny how something that rough can be a neat old bike. You know, I say that my wife says that every day when she gets up and sees me. This is an H. This would be an HK0. So this is an early H. In fact, I'm going to tell you about how early it is here real quick. This bike is the 60,255th one made, 1971. So it's not all that early, but it is a 71. And this here is a later model. This is a 19. I think it's a 1980. So that's 1 year after, or 2 years after that yellow bike we looked at in the very front. This is 73. This is a 1 year only bike. 73 here. It's probably got a 72 build sticker on it, but it's a 73. 1 year later, we just did the videos on the 74s. The 73, the difference is this is a candy topaz orange, and they had two colors. They had candy topaz orange and they had candy Riviera blue. The topaz orange bike was made from 1969 when they started the H all the way to 1974. So what you're seeing here is what they evolved to. And that's the same thing you're going to find in that 1978. I want to say this about these bikes here. This is a silver tag. You see that? That is a rare find. That would be a very, very early 1968. This is what we'd call the slant guard edition. So we're going to do what seems like impossible. We're going to do it in about 3 weeks. And it's going to be a lot of fun for our guys back there because they're going to know about this episode and they're going to know about the one coming up. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a special build.
Oh, that was my 250 I had back in the day.
Okay.
This is on Fort Knox Reservation. We were on a hare scramble down there.
Okay.
And this is my bike. It's just like it looks today. It's got a hooker pipe.
Uh-huh.
Did you know Hooker made pipes for motorcycles?
I did not know that.
Yeah, you can see a little heart on it and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's me racing up to, I forgot what, someplace in Kentucky. That's my little brother.
Was it?
So you got a whole bunch of these. Tell me a story, a quick story, because at some point in time you had one. How'd you get to two?
Well, I'll tell you what. At one point, I had every Z50 they had, everyone ever built except the KO model, the one that's got the white levers on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no headlight. First year had no headlight.
That's right.
And I had every one of them, and I sold all the late models and kept.
You got silver tags in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what your goal is. There's a whole lot of stuff in there I can't use, but if you need me to take it, I'll take it. I'll figure it out. Just that's something we probably need to talk about. And I want to make sure you're comfortable with that too, and not feeling like you got to do anything. I want to be a blessing, not anything else.
Anything else?
Next week on Mini Bike Minute,
Well, what are we looking at here?
Jack shows Scott more treasures for sale.
You got anything in the garage or anything in the house you want to sell?
Only oddball stuff.
What's this old Harley Davidson manual?
That's what they are, factory Harley Davidson, man. That's my race bike right there in front of him.
Right here.
But when the time finally comes to talk cold, hard cash,
I'll take 65 for everything.
will Scott and Jack be able to negotiate a deal?
I'll split the difference with you, 62
No,
and a half.
65. I gotta have 65.
I got $6,000 in cash. That's what I brought. We got a deal?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's go walk around.